from Lagos virtually. Wunmi?
Hello, good afternoon.
Yeah, how you doing today?
I'm fine, ma.
All right. Welcome to Security Scope on AIT.
Thank you, ma.
All right. Please recount to us the events that the last event before your husband passed, what you remember from your own opinion. We'd like to hear you give us that account.
So basically, on Tuesday, my husband died on Tuesday, September 12th, 2023. So on Tuesday, we woke up like as families, and that was our child's 5th month birthday, which is 12th of September. So we woke up as family, he had his own stuff to do because he had a podcast on that Tuesday morning. Meanwhile, he sustained an injury on Sunday, the last show he went to. He sustained an injury. He had a fight with his friend, which he sustained an injury. So meanwhile, we wanted to call. We called a nurse on Monday, but the nurse was not available. So on Tuesday morning, the nurse actually called us that she will be available on Tuesday, and my husband asked her to come over, and we're supposed to go to the mall to get our son item for his 5th month birthday. But he asked us to just wait till he finished his medication with the nurse, then we'd go. So when the nurse came, the nurse administered injection on him. So it was the 3rd injection that he reacted to, and he was rushed to the hospital. And a few minutes after, he was declared dead.
Do you know this nurse you called the previous day was the same nurse that came on Tuesday, if I'm correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
is this a regular nurse? Like, is the nurse your family doctor, or the nurse is a random nurse that you know around the neighborhood?
Okay, so he has a personal nurse, but the nurse was not around on Tuesday and Monday. Yeah, we put a call through to his personal nurse. She wasn't available. So a friend spending offered to give him his own personal nurse, and he said he has been using the nurse since 3 years ago. So his friend offered the nurse to come on Monday, but the nurse said she wasn't around also. So the nurse let her come on Tuesday. So that was the first time using the nurse.
Were you in the hospital with them?
No, it was a home service. The nurse came to our house.
So what led to why did you then decided to take him to the hospital after the nurse had treated him at home?
Yeah, so he reacted to the injection. Immediately the nurse gave him the 3rd injection. He vomited. He said he wanted to vomit and he wanted to pee also. So he vomited the food he ate in the morning. He also peed. So on his way coming from the restroom, he fell down and he said he was feeling hot, deep, like he was feeling hot inside, and he needed air, he needed AC. And he also asked us to pour him water because he's feeling hot, and he started reacting, started having bumps, good bumps in his body, and we poured him water, but he said he was not comfortable still. So when we got to realize that the condition was getting worse, so we had to rush him to the hospital. So basically, it was the injection that reacted on his body that led to us taking him to the hospital.
Okay. Well, so far so good. What has been the relationship between you and Mohbad's father?
Now our relationship has been, it has been so like, it has been nothing to write home all about.
Why so?
Because of it's basically because of my husband's royalties and all of that. He wants to be in control of everything he left behind. He doesn't want to understand the fact that he has a child. He wants to be the one in control of everything, and my husband's lawyer is trying to act based on the law, but he doesn't want it. He wants to be in control. So the fact that what he wanted was not given to him, he has been trying to set me up. He has been trying to like to defame me, to defame our only child. He has called him so many names. He has called him a bastard. He has said so many things. He has even called me a promiscuous woman just to back up his claim that Liam is a bastard. Our only child is a bastard. And he has said so many things. And all of this is because of my husband's loyalty, nothing else. Like he wants to be in charge of everything.
When you say he wants to be in charge, he wants to be in control, what do you mean?
And like what I'm trying to insinuate is that he doesn't want anybody to question him. Like he wants to be the one to he wants to be the one to be in control of everything my husband left behind, including the blinded property he got for our child. Because he has been requesting for it from the day my husband died up to this moment. So he doesn't want anything to be with anybody. He wants like including the landed property, the royalties to be in his demand. Yeah, like he want everything to be in his care.
Okay,
And he will
I get
and he
that.
really wants to give whoever he wants to give willingly. He doesn't want anybody to force him or querying him when it comes to my husband's
All right,
property.
all right. You just mentioned a while ago that your father-in-law does not believe that Liam is his grandson. His
No, I never said so. He believed. He believed Liam is his grandson. He knows 101% that Liam is his grandson.
So why is
But
he demanding for a paternity test?
or because after my husband's demise, he called my husband's lawyer. Not even called. He has been saying it from the moment he saw my husband's body. He has been asking for everything that belongs to my husband, his car, his phone, everything. So he has been calling he told my husband's lawyer that my husband's lawyer should give him everything that is in his care that belongs to my husband. So my husband's lawyer said it cannot work that way because my husband left a child, that every damn thing will be done according to the law. So he does not want it. So he said is either he is in charge of everything or he will go all out there to destroy me. And that is what he has been doing concerning my child.
Wunmi, I'd like to know at this point if you
Okay.
are sure that Liam is Mohbad's son. I ask this because not only your father-in-law is asking for paternity test. A lot of people are asking for this paternity test. And it's been like almost 2 years since your husband passed. And the paternity test has not been done. Why is it being delayed? But first, I'd like to know if you are sure that Liam is Mohbad's son.
I am 100% sure. I am 101% sure. Like even my father-in-law is 101% sure. Like my husband is the only man I've ever had anything sexual with in all my life. So even my father-in-law is 101% sure because this little baby is something that we actually prayed for. It is not something that I really want to have. Like I was literally, like I was pressured to have it because I had him very young. I got pregnant when I was 23. So it's not something that I planned or I actually
What do you
wanted
mean
because
you it's something you pressed for? You people were
I
praying
was
for.
pressure, like it was out of pressure. Like my father-in-law wanted the baby, not even me, not even my husband. He wanted the baby. He was always the one coming to us, telling us to get pregnant. Like he wants me to have a baby. He wants me to do like to at least have a baby for his son. So it's not as if myself and my husband, planned it or so it was. He had a dream that I would be pregnant and the baby would be a boy. And when he grow up and die, the baby will be the one to buy his coffin. Like he said, the Holy Spirit tells him. And also, he also told me that he also asked us to fast. We fasted for 7 days, myself, my husband, and my father-in-law. He took me to different mountains to have the baby so that I can get pregnant. And so it's not something that I did it like because I want to. It was out of pressure. It was what he wanted. So it is so unfortunate. And now the same child that he pressured us to have is now the same child that is defaming online, calling him different names, saying he's a bastard just because of his own selfish interest. It is really unfortunate, but it is such a sad story. But I feel like the only thing that can just make this whole thing to become, to get clearer to people that are in doubt. It's just for me to get the DNA done. But now he doesn't
I
want
know
it
they
done.
hear you.
He does
The
not want
thing
it
they do
done.
like this. I know they hear you, Baba. I know they hear you. It's making noise.
Can you hear me, ma?
Yes, I can hear you, Wunmi. I
Yes.
just like to know what do you make of the verdict to do with Naira Marley being free by the court? What do you make of that verdict?
Man, it is actually sad because a lot has been happening after my husband's demise, and even before my husband's demise, a whole lot has happened, which is online. How he was bullied, how he was harassed, how he was defamed because and at the end of the day, nothing is being done just because the whole family has not been in cordial relationship. The whole family has not been settled. It's been from one problem to another. And even my father-in-law has said it publicly that he does not have any issue with it. In fact, he has been defending them. And allegedly, I heard that one way or the other they've been in contact. Do you understand? Because a lot of people that has been speaking for him, she says there is a lady called Ibukun that has a relationship with them. And that's this same Ibukun has been the one funding my father-in-law, giving him money, giving him cars, giving him different things just to keep lying and just to keep spoiling the whole case. Do you understand? And this same Ibuku has been the one, yeah, was being the one is giving the suspect money just to come out to defame me and a lot of things. It's so unfortunate that at the end of the day, the people that I feel like can stand by my side to fight for justice for my husband are still the one dining with his enemies. Do you understand? When I heard the whole news, I felt really sad about it because in one way or the other, if in one way or the other they've done something that Liam our only son would grow up to ask me when he grows up. And at the end of the day, when I got to realize that nothing can be done to it, it's very, very sad, but there's nothing I can do because at this point all I have to do is just to fight for myself and my
Okay,
child.
okay, Wunmi, I've heard all that you have said concerning the court verdict and how some of the circumstances or the relationship with your husband and Naira Marley could have been investigated more. But also, I want to know if Naira Marley had reached out to you since your husband passed.
He never reached out to me. But I think 2 days after my husband demise, his manager reached out to me on WhatsApp. She was trying to, she sent me a text. She said we should settle all of this in amicably as families. That Liam is such a fine boy and they'll make sure that they take good care of him. She tried to call me, but I did not pick up. So then, like, I think, yes, that was the conversation she sent to me. But I didn't respond to her, and since then they've not reached out. So it's just since then. So from then, it's been from one bullying to another. A whole lot of people has been coming for me, and these same people has been trying to exonerate them, but they are coming for me. Do you understand? So one way or the other, I feel like they have something in common. And I feel like if I had responded to his manager when she called me, maybe all of this wouldn't have happened. But it is all good.
Okay, I'm sure that you also know that there are many people who believe you know more than you want to tell the world about the last moment of your husband alive. They also talk about the audio where you and your late husband were arguing, something that happened a couple of hours before he passed. Would you like to clear that part for us?
Of course, yes. So regarding that voice recording, it's something that is really, really sad because let me just say, like those moments were his vulnerable moments. Do you understand? That was after the NDLA attack, and that day was on my birthday, 2022. Yes, on my birthday, 2022, April 29. I was in the hospital because after the NDLEA issue, he was paranoid.